Yeah, we're not going to have any dust problems tonight, race fans. And if you're waiting for Facebook, we are live on the YouTube. Sorry, the KCSI YouTube channel. Yes, we are live right now on the KCSI YouTube. So if you know of anybody who's not here at the racetrack tonight, tell them to go to KCSI on YouTube, and it's free stream tonight. We're working out our audio difficulties here. We got the floating mic standing here right beside me, and we're going to try to work on some audio technical difficulties like we had last time. All right, so we're going to play some tunes for you, race fans, and we'll be right back with you as soon as possible here at the Adams County Speedway.
Muted over there.
There we go.
Well, we have a little bit of a delay if people are tuning in.
Well, not much. Race supposed to start at 7.
So there was a little bit of an issue with we had a little shower come through, a little storm, and it cleared the stands, and we had to duck and hide with equipment. But I think
we're going. I think we're ready.
I think we're on the air. Yep. So hang tight. We're going to have a couple of spots here where we're muted, but we will have audio here tonight, working out some of those issues. Thanks for joining us and watching the races with us.
Yes, it's Hall of Fame night
here.
It
is Hall of Fame night, yeah, absolutely.
At the Adams County Speedway. So I think they said 6 inductees. We kind of got to learn about some of those during the...
Yeah. So that little cell has gone. Now we have sunshine, and I think they're going to wait and see if the track will shape up now and have races. So
yeah.
All right, so we're going to step away for a minute. Thanks for joining us.
Make sure. Make sure that you take care of yourselves here tonight. Walk up and down the grandstands. Get the cars out as soon as we can. Start getting this thing rolled back in.
Here we go. Track packing is commencing.
Get off the racetrack as we're going to start getting more stuff out here to pack this track. the Speedway here. We're going to start getting cars on the Speedway here.
We can undo this if you want.
I'm gonna wait till the sun goes down. That's pretty much dry. I was letting it
The olden days right here.
Well, I tell you, the corners in the backstretch don't look too bad. Unfortunately, the front stretch, it had to rain just at the perfect time where the shade's starting to set in. So the front stretch is probably going to need a little extra care, but I just tell you what, the corners in the back straightaway are shaping up pretty nicely. Start to see some of that shimmer disappear.
Drivers, if you can hear me in the pits, anybody who wants to get their car out here, please get out here so you can pack, please. Thank you.
notes of who's out there right now? Because I definitely want to try to go and thank them.
Yep, we're looking at some cars right now down the front stretch right now. We got Hunter Poston, 5-Star Trucking, Dynagro Seed, True Farms, Harris Chassis, Tyler House. We got a Glenwood. Big thanks to him. Owen Richards right there on the front street. We got a Creston. Scuba Steve Churchill, Napa and Preston. Hewlett and Sons Auto Salvage. Chuck, I know you're down there. Go on the front stretch right now. You got Dave Moore out of Council Bluffs. Zach Sickles. Ken Walston out right there in Denver. He's in the 18 car. 44 of Ed Swanson at Clarenda, Iowa. Big thanks to him. Dick Gross in the 5-Star Trucking, Crawley Trucking entry. R4T, that's Chris Hutt. Tom Myers out of Glenwood, Iowa, the Jet Chassis. Volcanic Peppers, Tom and Tips Restaurant. Big thanks to Jared Smith out of Adair, Iowa, here for the first time this year. He's getting out and packing with us.
I don't know. Those are the only ones, I think.
Coming down the front stretch right now is the showstopper, Josh Moses, the 92 cars. Good to see him in that Edge chassis by most. Austin Hardesty out of Adair, Iowa. Here comes your point leader, Brad Gary, in the B&B chassis. Farm Bureau Financial Services, Jake Gillespie. Dairy Construction entry. 9 car, it's Dominic Sexton out of Villisca, Iowa. Derek Myers, Tom and Tips Restaurant, once again there.
Kids can read a book.
Adam Hensel out of Atlantic, Iowa. He is currently second in the point standings.
I don't like that. No.
John Berg, he is your point leader right now in that 12 car. And you got Zach Hemmingson right there out of Marty, Iowa, in that Eliminator chassis. Tyler Hoover, former track champion, that 27 car. 21 car is Travis Kaplan, and then the 12G, it's Tyler Gray. It's the Jeremy Ribby tribute car out of Orinda, Iowa. Along with Cody Albee and Andrew Akers. Andrew Akers right there in that 28 car, and Cody Albee in the 91. Big thanks to all these drivers that are out here on the front stretch right now. We can't thank these guys enough. Also, under the farmer just pulled out Brock Badger, your current point leader in the Norfolk Oil Stock cars, and the 50 car right there in the back of the Iowa. Dale Woodard in the 31W right there out of Omaha, Nebraska. Father to Nick Woodard out of right here in Corning.
That's Nick Gross.
Once again, race fans, we do want to give a big shout out to all these drivers here. If you're watching also on the YouTube channel, all these drivers are out here on the racetrack right now. These guys are the true warriors here at the Speedway. Spending their hard-earned money with us here, making sure this racetrack is raceable here tonight.
I have the list of all of them.
Right away, along with Luke Ramsey, big thanks to them for coming out here and packing with us. We also got some more cars coming into the Speedway right now. Looks like all the Carlisle games coming in right now. Well, hopefully we don't have a hammer-down racetrack tonight. I hope it stays up with us here, and we if we have to do some grading, we'll do it. Schaefer sent me a comment. Cole said this reminds me of Knoxville. This does remind me of Knoxville. Reminds me of something you see in Knoxville.
Yeah, for those that have never been to Knoxville, when you show up for a race night there, you walk in and I mean they have standing water in the tractor tire lines in the track. That track they heavily water it and they get plenty of packing vehicles on the track. It's pretty entertaining to watch.
Well, they also have a bunch of push trucks, but you got the 3-car, Kenny Champ, also pulling out on the front straightaway. He's the driver of the Outlaw chassis out of Clarenda, Iowa. Here comes, I believe that's Ryan Schaefer tonight driving that 29 car down there. I think Ryan Schaefer's driving that 29 car down there. Lance Most usually drives that, but I think it's going to be Ryan Schaefer tonight. It's amazing what happens when you get some heat out here and get some tires on the racetrack. It packs in a lot quicker than you think it does. Once again, I cannot give a big enough shout out, big enough thanks to all these drivers out here on the front straightaway willing to spend their fuel and their time with us here to pack the track. Big thanks to all these guys for being willing to pack here. There's some chunks of mud on some of these cars, but hey, there's nothing a little scraper can't scrape off, eh? If you are watching along on YouTube here live, we are under a rain delay right now at the Adams County Speedway. We are hoping to be back racing here within the next 20 to 30 minutes. Hopefully, we'll be back green flag racing with us. Hopefully, the next 20 to 30 minutes, I would assume. As we're going to have to do some hot lap sessions here to make sure everything's back up to snuff before we go back to green flag racing. As we do have our hot laps underway. We do have our hot laps completed, but we are going to do some more hot laps here for drivers that came out here and packed. They will be eligible to do some hot laps. Only the drivers that were willing to come out here and pack the racetrack will be eligible to hot lap. And then we will move right into our regularly scheduled program with our heat races. Down here before we were born. This is the way they used to do it. My dad always says we used to get all the cars out here, and this is how they used to pack the track, man.
Oh yeah, now you see Bennett Johnson making his way out there, David Weeda. Right here, he's coming back out on the track. I believe they might have went and scraped that car off a little bit. Looks like Hunter Poston going to pull to the infield. I think that one, he's been out there since the start, so that car is definitely going to need a little scrape action on it.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is exactly how they used to do it back in the day, man.
Well, you see cars pulling into the infield, and the track doesn't look very shiny anymore, so that's a good sign to come.
Isn't it amazing what a little bit of motor heat and some Hoosier tires does? Oh, look at Lance. Look at his dig out there. Look at that. The four-wheeler just digging.
Oh, man, he's monging.
He was ripping it. Got the old mud diggers easy there, Lance. That's faster than he goes in a stock car. Sorry, Lance. Just had to give you a hard time.
Oh, I see the Poston crew over there carrying buckets of water. So.
If you get race fans, they're located behind the engine tower here. I mean, they're scraping on that thing.
Them boys are about to have their own homemade car wash down there.
Where's the chicks in bikinis at, guys? It looks like a bunch of dudes out there washing a race car.
They have Reese down there. They don't need any bikinis. Reese will get the job done. It's one heck of a man right there.
They're getting the schlong horn off. Oh, they're taking the back panel off. Look at that. Look at all that mud they're throwing off.
I can only imagine what the bottom side of that car looks like.
Also, we got Allison Davidson coming out here on the front straightaway. Big thanks to her out of Reading, Iowa. Vital Lakes Incorporated Assault Chassis.
Oh, I see Josh. Is that Josh Sink going over there to inspect the car?
Yep. Josh Sink's telling him, take all the mud club and stuff it in the left front for right rear bite.
He's going to offer some advice on how to wash the car. Or he's going down there for a free show. I don't know which one. in telling the cars go to the infield. So I believe that should mean we have hot laps coming up here shortly.
All right, I'm getting word from race control here as we are going to get cars into the infield here. Everybody's going to get strapped back in. We're going to do another round of hot laps, race fans. We're going to go through all 5 classes, and we're going to do hot laps once again as the south end of the racetrack is still pretty slimy. The north end's looking pretty decent, but the south end is getting slimy. It's still pretty slimy. So we are going to strap everybody back in here, and we're going to go through another round of hot laps.
Man, we need some sprint cars out here, some winged sprint cars just pushing those Hoosiers down on the track.
Absolutely. Got the Chief Commander pace truck out there ripping on the top side. We appreciate you tuning in on the KCSI YouTube channel. Big thanks to the West family here. They're sticking it out with us. Had to bear the rain, but I bet you that's the first time you have to cover that thing up for rain. It's first time for everything. Cole, I don't understand. It doesn't rain for a month straight here in Corning, and then on 7 o'clock on Saturday night, she decides, well, you know what, screw you, it's going to rain.
Yeah, that's Iowa. As far as weather goes, I'm not really sure why I live in this state, but lots of great dirt tracks, so it kind of makes up for it.
All right, so we're going to start getting some compacts back out on the Speedway here as they're going to go through some hot laps. First couple cars out of the Speedway here, going into turn number 1, back to now on the backstretch. That's the 50 car, Zach Sickles. He's out of Fontenelle, Iowa. And the 99P, couple new numbers, couple new stickers on that thing tonight. That's Sharky Justin Best, and that's the 69X of Owen Richards right there out of Creston, Iowa, in that 69X machine out of Creston.
Man, I tell you what, I can't seem to decide what I want to watch on Flow Racing right now. We've got like 3 different series going on. We got Lucas Oil at Smoky Mountain, USAC sprint cars at Port Royal, and then they got the old All-Stars at Portsmouth right now. So
U.S. Open on the computer here.
oh yeah, trying to see if my boy Ricky Fowler get his first major victory. All right, we're going to be bringing some cars up to speed here. Is the Jeep Commander going to try to set a lap for us here?
I think my dad might just go out there ripping it, man. He's got the old running lights still on, too.
I should have grabbed my Honda. See what that VTEC could do down the back straightaway.
This just looks like a sprint car track right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy. It just looks like a sprint car track.
Well, I'm sure the sprint cars right now, this would be hammered down, but it's slimy for these skinnier tire cars.
Oh yeah. As these compact drivers are going to get strapped back in here, as they're going to try to go to speed here, get the old front wheel drives cooking.
and sliding through the corners right now.
She's nice and slow right now. It's like an ice skating rink out there. We need to get some Hoosiers out here.
switch off and on who's driving it. I believe.
We got our sound back on YouTube. Hey, we got our sound back on YouTube.
I believe Cindy was driving that car over at the Stewart Speedway the other night.
Yep. Don't forget race fans, you can mix it and follow along with my race pass live timing and scoring. Follow along with us. You can look up your driver's names and where they're starting. If you have the premium subscription, you can do fantasy and you can do live timing to where you can see the driver's times and see the gaps between different places.
Oh, it looks like the cars are starting to pick up the pace just a little bit here through the corners. Maybe finding just a little bit more grip, getting this track ran in.
Looks like we got a couple more cars in staging right now. That's 31W coming down into the front chute here. That's Dale Woodard, Omaha, Nebraska. And the 62 car, that is Rick Barton. Rick Barton, the 62 car, coming down the front straight right now. He's out of Riverton, Iowa. We're going to get a couple more cars here for hot laps, along with looks like the 18 car down there in the staging chute. That's Ken Walston in the 18 car. He's out of Bedford, Iowa, the youngster driving that 18 hobby stock.
Oh, so Ricky's playing with that Clark.
Staging.
Let's see.
I want to thank you for joining us here at the Adams County Speedway after that 57-minute rain delay. But gentlemen, I'll ask you to please rise. Please, gentlemen, remove anchor, please. Everybody stand attention here. Flag is located at the center of the Speedway. We got Tim Birdsall once again here from American Legion Post 117 right here in Corning. He will be singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Big thanks to Tim Birdsall there, American Legion Post 117, playing our national anthem. June 17th, Hall of Fame night here at the Speedway. We got compacts and staging. Race fans, I want to hear you all the way from the south to the north. Race fans, who's ready to go race side? All right, we're ready to rock and roll here all night long here at the Speedway. Cole, go ahead and give me a lineup for heat race number 1.
Yep, heat race number 1 lineup for your floating vine compact. Starting on the pole will be the 99P of Justin Best, and on his outside, the R4T of Chris Hutt.
Inside number 2, the 69X at a Creston, it's Owen Richards, and to his outside, the 50, it's Zach Sickles.
Inside row number 3, it'll be the 5 of Xander Steiner, and on his outside, the 25 of Dustin Shepard.
Inside row number 4, that's the 34 of Scott Hendon, and to his outside, the 91 of Cody Albion starting shotgun on the field. It's the 712 of Levi Volkert. All right, race fans, we're going to go one more caution lap here to allow the 712, the 91, the 34 to catch up here. All right, Cole, we had a little bit of a rain delay, but we're going to make it through it, right? We made it through it.
Yeah, I tell you what, we got a nice crowd on hand, too. Everybody coming out for the Hall of Fame night. A little bit of impending weather, but everybody decided to come on out, so we appreciate you spending your Saturday night with us here at the Adams County Speedway. We're going to get to racing here shortly. I know the farmers are probably wishing we had a little bit more rain, but for us at the racetrack, just enough where we were able to get our pack back in.
All right, on this one, it looks like 9 cars scheduled for 5 laps on the American Ethanol scoreboard. Sharky, a little bit of different look this week.
Yeah, got the new decals on her. No more spray paint numbers for him. So he's going to lead the field down into turn number 4. The green tire. Oh, a little bit of contact already. A little bit slick on the track. And we are racing for tonight's action down the front straightaway. It's Sharky and Chris Hutt racing side by side down into turn 1. Sharky going to get a little bit slide. He'll go right up front in front of the R4T. Now Chris Hutt going to try to cut underneath him down the back straightaway, but Sharky with a little bit more momentum down the back straightaway.
Looks like to me the 69X of Owen Richards has a left front flat tire on that 69X car. As everybody's got to use their heads here in this heat race as they are slip sliding around on that Speedway, but it looks like the 99P of Justin Best is going to lead your lap 1. Chris Hutt in 2nd, Zach Sickles 3rd. Dustin Shepard and Xander Steiner battle on for the 4th spot as they slide down into turn number 1 and 2.
Man, Chris Hutt sent his car down into the corner like he was racing a rear-wheel drive car.
Hey,
they're all sideways down into there.
Full sends only. Full sends only.
Right now, the racing kind of looks like in slow motion just a little bit. These guys trying to do the best they can through the corners. Obviously, you see him slip sliding around just a little bit. Now Zach Sickles has caught the back of the 4T of Chris Hutt. The R4T, excuse me, down into turn number 1. Hutt going to the high side, getting real sideways. Sickles is going to pull to his inside. Oh, looks like we got a car off the pace up by the front stretch wall here.
That is Levi Volkert in the 712 car, but back up front. Sharky, Justin Best got the lead by about 10 car length advantage at least this time by. We're looking for deuces up, 2 to go for the 99P of Justin Best. As these guys are trying to figure out this racetrack, as it's different than anything they've seen before this year. It's a little bit slimy out there. It teaches you throttle control, and it teaches you a little bit about driving on a slick track. All right, going down to turn number 1 and 2 right now. Justin Best, he's got a sizable advantage. We got about a mile left, 2 laps to go. Now a lap and a half, as he's got a half a straightaway advantage over the R14. Chris Hutt, Zach Siggles third, Dustin Shepard fourth. As Andrew Steiner rounds out your top 5.
Yeah, right now Sharkey has got control over this field. He's wishing this was the feature right now, as he's going to come to take the white flag. 1 lap to go for heat 1 of your floating vine compacts. Zach Siggles still trying to work on Chris Hutt down into turn number 1, the 50 car. He's going to pull to the inside of him, but Hutt closes the door on him. He tries to dive for the bottom as best he can. Now Shepard and Steiner going at it here, back for the 4th position. But through 3 and 4, a letter from the green. Oh, he's picking up a little bit of a push. Oh, he hangs on to it though. Almost goes off the top of the speedway. How about it? 2 weeks in a row, Sharkey going to pick up heat race number 1.
Heat race number 1 goes to the 99B. Justin Best. 2nd goes to the R14 and Chris Hutt. 3rd to Zach Siggles. 4th to Dustin Shepard. And 5th goes to the 5 car of Sanders Steiner. A little bit slower lap times, Cole, than I think what we're used to. Huh?
Yeah, 31-second lap time was our fastest lap there, so.
Hey, it's something different. Race fans give him a hand, though. Nice drive. He hails at a Prescott, Iowa. The 99P, it's Sharkey, Justin Best. Heat race number 2. We're on to the Speedway. Schedule will be on the pole, but I believe he is elected to go to the tail of the field. That's the 19 car of Jesse Ramos. So on the pole is going to be the 8F of Jeremy Frazier, and to his outside is going to be the 28 of Andrew Akers.
On the inside of row number 2, it'll be the 69 car of Desiree Jarman, and on his outside, the 15H of Tyler Housley.
Inside row number 3, he hails. He hails out of Villisca, Iowa. It's the 27 car, former track champion Tyler Hoover. And to his outside, your defending track champion, the 12 car of John Berg, and starting shotgun on the field. That is the 54 car of Michael Holstein.
I tell you what, I think every pick in my fantasy is in this race.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't like that one bit.
I always look at lineups before I pick. Maybe that's your problem.
You're a tryhard. So. All right, we're green flag racing here at heat race number 2.
All righty, Jeremy Frazier's going to take to that early race lead as Andrew Akers going to slide into that 2nd position now into 1 and 2. Everybody's going to try to get some grip down there on the bottom side. They're going in slow motion out there. This is fun to watch, though, race fans, as they're side by side. We got a 6-pack of them. Andrew Akers comes out on top, though, down the back straightaway.
Right now, the whole field getting their practice for winter. Down in turn number 3, Hoover trying to make some moves right now in the back of the pack. He's gotten by John Berg, already going to work on Tyler Housley. Oh man, they're going to try to go 3 wide down the front straightaway here. The track may be slick, but they're still driving aggressive right now in the compacts. Akers still has control of the lead down into turn number 1. Frazier in 2nd. Now here goes Housley trying to go to the outside of Frazier. They're already making a little bit of contact. Everybody trying to hug the tires through 1 and 2. That will allow Akers to get out to a nice lead right now, about 7 cars over 2nd.
Andrew Akers got your lead by about 5 car lengths as Housley now is going to slide to the top of the speedway. Here comes John Berg now. John Berg right in that tire track with the 15H of Housley up to that 3rd spot. 4th is Frazier. Now here comes that green machine, the 27 of Hoover, excuse me. He's going to the outside of Jeremy Frazier now into 1 and 2 as everybody still looks like they're going in slow motion. This is something different, race fans. The track is still pretty slimy, but they're doing a good job of racing on it. This time by, we're looking for juices up, 2 to go for Andrew Akers here in heat race number 2.
Yeah, this time out of 4, John Berg going to poke the nose to the inside of Tyler Housley down the front straightaway. Housley, though, hasn't cleared, got a little bit more momentum on that high side, and that's actually going to close him up to the tail of Andrew Akers. We could have a battle-free race lead with 2 to go here as now Tyler Hoover goes around the outside of John Berg. That'll move him up to the 3rd spot. Desiree Jarman going to try to follow suit down the back straightaway. Akers pulling out just a little bit more of a gap over Tyler Housley. Down into 3 and 4, John Berg going to send her down onto the bottom. He's going to slide up just a little bit. Jarman gives him a shot in the shorts on the back bumper. Now look at Tyler Hoover. Some nice momentum out of him. He's going to try to pull to the outside, but you've got him side by side for the race lead. Give Housley the lead that time by as they take the white flag. He's going to slide up in front of Akers. Akers has Housley on his outside. Or excuse me, Hoover on his outside. A little bit of momentum down the back straightaway. That green car going to take over second as they go down into turn number 3.
Tyler Hoover doing a great job there on the top side of the speedway. Hanging on to it, 27. Now he's hanging on to it. Nice job, nice drive there, but off the corner. Picking up the second heat race. It's going to the 15H of Tyler Housley. Second goes to the 27 of Tyler Hoover. Third to Andrew Akers. Fourth to the 12 car of John Bergen. Fifth goes to the 69 of Destry Jarman. Race fans, give him a hand, picking up where he left off. It's the 15H out of Glenwood, Tyler Housley. All right, heat race. I believe the number 1 and the only heat race for your Northland Oil stock cars. Rolling on to the speedway here. Starting on the pole, that's scheduled to be the 42 car out of right here in Corning. David Nail into the outside out of Riverton, Iowa, the 62 of Rick Martin.
On the inside of row number 2 in the 31W out of Omaha, it is Dale Woodard, or excuse me, Council Bluffs, I believe.
Yep.
It is Dale Woodard on the inside of row 2.
I think I said Omaha a couple times too. So
it's the 55 of Steve Churchill.
Inside number 3, the 37D of Brad Derry, and to his outside, your point leader, the 50B of Brock Badger.
Inside row number 4, back at the speedway, it's the 96 of Jason Rold. On his outside, it's the 9 of Dominic Sexton. And then scheduled to be shotgun on the field is the 3 of Mike Albertson, but I don't believe he is here yet. So that driver will tag the tail of the feature. And I believe we've gotten word we have a couple racers trying to make it down here before the features, so we'll see who shows up. Maybe they'll bring a couple buddies with them.
Kind of like shades of Jacob Hopshite last year. I remember one night last year he showed up and won the feature from the tail. So, all right, we're going to get some top side rolled in here. Looks like try to get some Hoosier tires on there. Try to get this track sorted out a little bit here. This might be a little bit different here. It's a little bit more tire here for them. So.
Yep, and I see a trailer pulling into the track right now. Not quite sure who that is. That might be Mike Albertson. Just pull the truck and trailer onto the track. We'll let him race it. It's slick enough he might be able to keep up.
I know Mike Albertson was up at Harlan tonight, and Harlan rained out, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I think Boone just rained out about 45 minutes ago too. So Boone got like half of their heat races done, and they rained out. All right, lights are out. Eight laps on the scoreboard here as we're coming to the green flag at the green tire. Nail's going to pick it up. Green flag is out. Stock car time. Here we go.
To the inside of Rick Barton down into turn number 1. It's about to get slick through the corner. Old Brock Badger, a little bit of a push back there as they're going to almost try to go 3 wide stair step, and they will down the back straightaway, but Scuba Stevie backs out of it. He says it's just a heat race, don't want to tear her up. Down into 3 and 4. He's trying to pull to the inside of the 62 of Rick Barton. He will do so out of 4. Give Scuba Steve Churchill the second spot.
David Nail is your race leader out front in clean air. Behind Scuba Steve Churchill right behind him. Steve Churchill now running a little bit of a diving pattern line. Here comes a double nickel. He's going to pull side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. David Nail, though, says otherwise. He takes the race lead back into 3 and 4.
Yeah, right now Scuba going to work on your race leader. Ooh, a little bit of a push from David Nail there. Scuba's going to dive underneath him down the front straightaway. Give him the lead with 6 to go. And they have that Napa Auto Parts number 55 tuned up right now with how slimy the track is. Look at the drive he has off of the corners. And of course, as I say that, he slips up just a little bit. Announcer's curse there. David Nail still holding in strong, though. In second right now is now Jason Rold gets around Dominic Sexton. Rold hung back on the start there just a little bit. Trying to get some laps on the car.
Back over here, I believe 6 to go on this one. I think 5 to go, excuse me, on the Scuba Steve Churchill's definitely got some right side dig on that 55 car as he is out front by half a straightaway. Battles on deep in the field now for that third position. You got the 62 car of Rick Barton, the 31W of Dale Woodard, and the 37D of Brad Derry. Rick Barton going to go right through the center. Dale Woodard trying to do a little bit of diving pattern slips the tires a little bit. Here comes the 370 of Brad Berry. Now Rick Barton now looking at the inside of the 42 of David Nail in the corner number 1 and 2.
Yeah, Rick Barton backed out of it. Didn't want to hit David Nail. Nail ran the middle of the speedway, and he picks up a little bit of a push. That's going to kill his momentum off the corner. So now Dale Woodard, he closes up onto the back bumper of David Nail. He backs out of it, though. Rick Barton trying to run the bottom of the speedway, but right now you see everybody trying to run that middle groove as Deary gets around the 62 to take over 4th. Now Dale Woodard and Deary going at it. Man, they got real close to some contact down the front straightaway, though. Everybody keeps it out of each other. Brock Badger picking up a little bit of a push. I tell you what, a few laps ago, Brock Badger drove her in deep into 3 and 4. I didn't think he was going to make the corner. His nose actually hit the dirt and knocked all the dirt off of his front bumper, but right now, man, Scuba, Steve Churchill, he is in his own area code right now. He is on the other side of the track while these guys are battling for second.
Scuba Steve Churchill's got that car hooked up for this tacky track. Look at Jason Roldo. He is quick in that 96 car as well. He started clear deep in the field, and he's all the way almost up into that top 5. This is the first time he's raced this year. White flag, one more time around for the 55 cars. David Nail makes a push. Here comes the 31 car in a 370. And Dale Woodard in second spot into 1.
Yeah, he gets doubled up down the front straightaway right now, but he's going to keep that momentum through the middle groove, so give him the 3rd spot for the time being. We'll watch this battle, but coming across the line to pick up your stock car heat race win, it is Scuba Steve Churchill, but back in the pack. Dale Woodard still has that 2nd spot, but 3rd is still up for grabs right now as David Nail has it. Deary trying to get to the inside of him. They drag race to the line. David Nail will hold on to 3rd. Brad Deary will come home 4th, and rounding out your top 5, the 50 of Brock Badger.
I know Chucky's up there watching. Race fans, give him a hand. It's the 55 car. It's Scuba Steve Churchill. One for your O'Reilly Auto Parts B Modifieds. Wrong radio.
This is your first heat of 3 O'Reilly Auto Parts B Modified heat races, and starting on the pole for heat race number 1 will be the 87X of Stephen Biggerstaff, and on his outside saw him run great in last week's feature. It's the 11 of Austin Hardesty.
Inside number 2, he hails on a Fontenelle Isle, the 3 car. It's Kyle Tanner, and to his outside, the Fontenelle Flyer. The 6B, it's Daniel Bowler.
On the inside of row number 3, you saw him put on a whale of a show. Last week's feature winner, the 0 of Sean Krolick, and on the outside of him, the 25 of Sidney Damewood, and starting shotgun on the field will be the 13F of Troy Fudge.
Race fans, if you weren't here last week, Sean Krolick won the feature by 3 1/1000ths of a second. It was a bar burner.
Yeah, you
3
saw
1/1000ths of a second was the feature win, and I don't think Sean Krolick led a lap until the last one.
Nope, and that's the only one. The pay window opens on the last lap, and he swooped in and was able to get it. And I mean, it was a heck of a race, even not just for the battle of the lead. You had Kyle Tanner.
I know Jared Weston went to the back, came all the way up through there. Hunter Poston went to the back, came all the way up through there, and so did
all 3 of those drivers just followed each other all the way up through the field, and it was definitely entertaining. And those 3 drivers actually in the closing laps were the fastest cars on the speedway, so it makes you wonder what could have happened if we had 5 more laps. So we got 7 cars for 6 laps here at heat race number 1 for your O'Reilly Auto Parts B Modifieds. The lights are out on the speedway. The field will roll into 3 and 4. Track picking up just a little bit of a pace right now. Saw the stock cars making some traction as Stephen Biggerstaff comes to the green tire. And we are green flag racing for heat race number 1.
here is he's going into corner number 1 and 2. He's going to be the early race leader. Austin Hardesty, though, shoots out of a cannon. Now here comes Kyle Tanner to the inside of the 87X of Biggerstaff. Couple edge chassis side by side down the back straightaway for the 2nd spot. Into corner number 3 and 4, Austin Hardesty taking that early race lead. Kyle Tanner slides up into that 2nd spot. Biggerstaff back to 3rd. Krolick and Bowler right behind him for 4th.
And right now, Austin Hardesty's car is making a ton of grip. You see him just flying through the corners right now. You've seen that 11 car these last few weeks really pick up in performances. Now Daniel Bodler to the inside of Stephen Biggerstaff down the back straightaway. He'll go down into 3 and 4, throw a half slider. He will take over that third spot over the 87X, and oh wow, Biggerstaff picks up a little bit of a push. That's it all out. John Kralik to get to the inside of him that time across the line, gives Kralik P4.
Crawling up to that P4 position, slides up in front of the 87X of Biggerstaff, down the back straightaway, the 11 car of Austin Hardesty out front with Kyle Tanner. Kyle Tanner looking to pick up where he left off last week, passing cars left and right, off the corner. Hardesty, your leader, 3 laps to go. But here comes Kyle Tanner right behind him.
Last time by Kyle Tanner, just a 10 quicker. Wow, makes up a lot of ground through 1 and 2. He's using a little bit of an interesting line. He's kind of driving her in deep on the bottom and then sliding up to the middle on corner exit. This time, he's going to enter middle and stay middle all the way through the corner. Austin Hardesty still in control of the field. You got 2 laps to go. The 11 car out front. Let it from the green.
And corner 1 and 2, Austin Hardesty does not get the run he wanted. Kyle Tanner, little shot to the shorts, look up under the skirt, down the back straightaway. Hardesty, you got about a car length advantage. You got 3 car right on your heels. And corner number 3 and 4 this time by the white flag is going to show Hardesty now slides up. Tanner out of the bottom, side by side for the race lead.
Tanner on the inside of Hardesty down into turn number 1. Hardesty slams the door, running just one groove up from the tires. Down the back straightaway, he gets back out in front of Kyle Tanner. He has a 1-car gap down into turn number 3. Oh, Tanner gets real sideways. He's going to hang on to it, though. And Austin Hardesty will come across the line to pick up heat race number 1 for your B-Modifieds. My mom just texted me it's hailing in gravity, so I...
Heat race win. He hails out of Madera, Iowa, the 11 car. It's Austin Hardesty.
Yeah, they... See the field rolling out on the Speedway for heat race number 2. Going to pack the top side just a little bit more. But scheduled to start on the pole, it's the 3X of Kenny Champ, and on his outside, the 16A of Bryce Allen.
Scheduled to be inside row number 2, multi-time track champion, the 86J. It's Jared Weston out of Red Oak, and to his outside, the 92 car. That's Ryan Schaefer. He's driving that 92 car. I was confused about what 92 car it was. Ryan Schaefer driving a B-Mod tonight. Interesting. He's usually a USRA, big old open motor modified guy. He's on it right here in Corning Race Fans. If you don't know who Ryan Schaefer is, he's always usually ran a US MTS car, but he's picking up a B-Mod. He's probably going to think they're going slow out there.
Well, I'm sure with these track conditions, he wishes he had that big open motor in right now. But on the inside of row number 3, the 75 car, Double D Dalton Davis. And on his outside, it is the 72 of DJ Mose. 6 cars, 6 laps.
If you are standing by the fence here and you need to back away here from the fence. Sorry, Tammy. That's our food stand manager. She was just trying to get some good picks, man.
All right, well, we're green flag racing for heat race number 2 for your O'Reilly Auto Parts B-Modified. A nice even start here from your front row down into turn number 1. Allen going to use that middle groove. He rockets through 1 and 2 to take the race lead. Now Jared Weston already inside of Kenny Champ down the back straightaway as it looks like DJ Most. A little bit of smoke coming out of the rear of the 72. Hopefully just a little bit of a tire rub. Now Jared Weston gets to the inside and gets around Kenny Champ out of 4. Give him the 2nd spot on lap number 1.
I think that's rear end fluid there. That 72 don't look too hot. So into corner number 1 and 2 though, Bryce Allen going to be your race leader there by about 5 car lengths. Entering the back straightaway, Jared Weston 2nd, Kenny Champ in 3rd, Ryan Schaefer in that 4th spot. Everybody's kind of fanned out single file on this one. This time by 4 to go for Bryce Allen.
Yeah, as you said, the field mainly single file out. Ooh, a little bit of contact in the back of the pack between Dalton Davis and DJ Most. They are racing hard right now. The black cars down into turn number 1. Davis, he says you can just go ahead. He's had enough of that. Down into 3 and 4. Allen, your leader, putting down a nice pace right now. He got a little stumbly there through 3 and 4. Track getting a little bit of character into it. Lots of moisture in the Speedway.
Down the back straight in 16A, Bryce Allen still maintaining about a 5-car length advantage over the 86J of Jared Weston. Weston trying to track him down, but they're both running the same line right through that fast line center of the Speedway. Off the corner this time by 2 laps to go through 16A for Bryce Allen.
Well, that last time by, Jared Weston 4/10 quicker than Bryce Allen, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time to do it. Down the back straightaway, Allen pulls out the gas just a little bit more. All the ground that Weston made up is gone down the back straightaway, but through 3 and 4, Allen picks up a little bit of a push. That's going to allow Weston to make up just a little bit of time over 1 lap to go. I don't think Weston's going to be able to get there. Bryce Allen running the middle groove right through 1 and 2, the preferred line everybody has. He makes his way down the back straightaway.
Bryce Allen rolling in the corner of the 3 and 4 now. Final time picking up. I think there's a little bit of a shelf right there through the center of the Speedway. Off the corner, checker flag is going to come out for 16A on Bryce Allen. Second goes to the 86J of Jared Weston. Third, McKinney Champ. Fourth goes to 92 of Ryan Schaefer. And fifth looks like to be the 72. TJ Post. Race fans, give him a hand. Picking up the 8 race win. He hails out of state in Iowa. The 16A, it's Bryce Allen.
All right, heat race number 3 for your O'Reilly Auto Parts B Modifieds already rolling onto the Speedway, trying to keep the show moving. Starting on the pole, you saw him have a great run in last week's feature event. It is the 76 of David Orr on his outside, the 12 of Nick Gross.
Inside of River 2 and right here to Corning, Iowa, and the Victory chassis. The 78, it's Evan Davis, and to his outside, he's a good friend of his. The 58 car, he was mud digging earlier, it's Hunter Poston.
On the inside of row number 3, it is the 32 car of Dylan Carlisle, and on the outside of him, it's the Flying Farmer, the 37S of David Swartz. Okay, good deal. Let's
Middle of it, none of us hitting it, so we're good for now, race fans. All right, Dave Orr and cars will be up on the bars on the corner, number 4, Dave Orr, Nick Gross leads to the green. Here we go, heat race number 3.
swirly down the front straightaway. Everybody hanging on to her, though. Down into turn number 1, the field still bunched up 2 wide throughout the pack. Now Hunter Poston going to look to the inside of the 12 of Nick Gross down the back straightaway. He has a nice run. He's going to try to pull to the inside of the 76 of David Orr. He's going to try to make it 3 wide through 3 and 4 as Nick Gross is going to try to go to the outside of Orr.
That 58 car, Hunter Poston, Nick Gross. Hunter Poston, a little bit of shot to the shorts there in the left front as you got Dave Orr, Nick Gross out front, Hunter Poston third. Here comes David Schwartz now looking to the inside. Their stair step almost 4 wide back there on the back straightaway. Here comes the 58 car looking to the inside, taking a peeky poo on the inside. But Nick Gross says otherwise. He's maintaining that spot off of corner number 4. Look at David Schwartz. Here he comes on the outside.
Yeah, right now David Schwartz running that preferred groove that everybody was running in the last few heats. Hunter Poston trying to run the bottom of the Speedway just does not have the grip off the corners that he needs right now. So Swartz from the tail of the field all the way up to 3rd in heat race number 3. Down the back straightaway, David Orr has been in control of this thing since the green. That 76 car showing a lot of speed these last few weeks. And now David Swartz has got the tail end of Nick Gross down into turn number 1. He is on his tail through the center of the corner. Oh, David Orr picks up a little bit of a push on a corner exit. That's going to allow the 12 car to get within 2 car lengths down the back straightaway.
I think that's a big old open motor in that 12 car, Nick Gross. I know he runs with Shock Frolic, and they run open motors, I assume. Off the corner, though, here comes that 76 of Dave Orr. I believe that is an open motor as well. As we are on number 1 and 2. Dave Orr looking to pick up his first heat race win of the season. Here comes Hunter Poston to the inside. Looking for the daily double down the back straightaway. He's going to pick it up into that 2nd spot.
Yeah, Poston got a 2-for-1 down the back straightaway. He goes in. Oh, man, he might be losing an engine. I see fluid coming out of that thing. Oh, man, there's a lot of smoke coming out of that car. I see fluid. He's going to try to pull out of the way. A wise move there unfortunately, that looks like a motor has gone south on that thing. You hate to see it, but down the back straightaway, David Orr on the last lap. Still in the race lead, but David Swart's going to try to do something through 3 and 4. He is not going to be able to do it. The 76 car out of turn number 4. He's going to pick up heat race number 3 for your heat modifieds. David Swartz will come home second, Nick Gross third, Evan Davis fourth. And rounding out your top 5, it'll be the 32 of Dylan Carlisle. Man, unfortunate there for the 58-100 post, and I saw him down the back straightaway. And you know, they say before they go, they run the best they ever have, and might explain that run down the back straightaway. Unfortunately, if that is an engine, that will be their second engine of the year. So rough season there for the 58. You hate to see that after the great run he had last week.
Is that fuel or oil out there, Lance?
I believe it's water. For your chat mobility hobby stocks. Starting on the pole, it's the 44 of Ed Swanson, and on his outside, the 21B of Bennett Johnson.
Inside row number 2, the 29 of Anthony Fletchall, and 2 is outside the 12G of Tyler Gray.
Inside row number 3 out of Bedford, Iowa, it's the 21C of Travis Cabin, and on his outside, the 3Z of Zach Hemmingson.
Inside row number 4, the 7H of Adam Hensel, and 2 is outside the 17 of Luke Ramsey. You got the top 2 point getters starting shotgun on the field here, as we're looking to run through that fluid there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're up here discussing maybe what was coming out of the exhaust pipe of Hunter Poston. Hoping it was nothing terminal. Best case scenario would be a coolant hose popped off, but from the way it looked like that it was coming out of the headers.
It could be fuel line too, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping fuel line.
So, all right, lights are out for heat race number 1 for your hobby stocks. Ed Swanson leading them into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green tire. It is 8 cars for 6 laps, and we are green flag racing. Man, what a start from down into turn number 1. If I had $1 for every time I've done that, I'd be a millionaire.
Look at Luke Ramsey and Zach Hemmingson picking up from the tail of the field. That 3Z moving up into that second position, that big old open motor shining in that 3Z car. As here comes Luke Ramsey now looking to the outside of the 12G of Tyler Gray, but Bennett Johnson running a good race. He's going to pick up the first lap. This here comes the 3Z of Zach Hemmingson from Barney Island in front spot.
Yeah, Hemmingson takes over the second spot down into 1 and 2, picks up a little bit of a push, but he's going to keep his momentum going. Now Luke Ramsey dives down to the inside of Tyler Gray out of 2, and he'll take that spot down the back straightaway. Through 3 and 4, Hemmingson has already caught your race leader right now. He is putting down a great pace in that 3Z as he pulls to the inside. You've got him side by side, drag race to the line. Give it to Bennett Johnson. That lap, that time by.
Here comes the 3C of Zach Hemmingson now looking to the inside of that 21 car of Bennett Johnson. He pulls numbers deep. We're going to have a drag race down the back straightaway. Into corner number 3 and 4, Bennett Johnson can hold his marks. He can maintain that race lead he had for line on the Speedway. He's going to pick up as Zach Hemmingson slips the tire just a bit. But Hemmingson gets a great drive off of 4. You've got a good race leader. Here comes the 3Z, and here comes the 17 right behind.
Right now, Bennett Johnson going to have to try to keep Hemmingson locked to the bottom. Hemmingson slides up just a little bit. That'll box him out, give him the solo race lead. Now Bennett Johnson to P2 on the Speedway. Luke Ramsey in P3, down into 3 and 4. He's going to look to catch the 21 car. And he will do so. He closes it in within a 1-car gap down the front straightaway.
Zach Hemmingson out to about a 5 to 7 car advantage on this one. Bennett Johnson in that second position. Luke Ramsey third. Tyler Gray in 4th, and Adam Hensel in that 5th spot down the back straightaway. There is 2 laps to go. This time by, we're looking for the white flag one more time around for that 3Z of Zach Hemmingson off the corner. One more time for the 3Z.
Man, Hemmingson got the race lead. He has just ran away right now. He has a half straightaway lead down into turn number 1. Bennett Johnson still under fire from Luke Ramsey. Johnson will overstep it just a little bit down into 1 and 2. That's going to allow Luke Ramsey to get by him out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. But how about it? The 3Z car took the race lead a few laps ago and ran away with it out of 4. He is coming to the checkered flag. Zach Hemmingson going to pick up your first hobby stock heat race of the night.
Second's going to go over Green. Ben Johnson track race down the line for 4. Give it to Adam Hensel, and 5th goes to the 12G of Tyler Gray. Race fans, give him a hand. He hails it on Marty, Iowa. 3Z, it's Zach Hemmingson. Heat race number 3? No, 2. Excuse me, 2.
Yep.
I can't count.
On the inside of row number 1 out of Bedford, Iowa, it's the 18 of Kenton Walston. On his outside, it is the 5 of Derek Myers.
Inside of row number 2, the 40X of Dave Wide Open Wida. And to his outside, the 21, it's Cody Warner, last week's feature winner.
Inside row number 3, we'll have the 16 of Buddy Heitzik, and on his outside, the 95 trying to channel the lightning down the back straightaway. It is Jared Lund.
Inside row number 4, it's the Silver Fox out of Glenwood, Tom Myers in that 7 car. And to his outside, glad to have him with us. He hails out of Adair, Iowa, the 33S, it's Jared Smith. 6 cars, 8 laps on the American Ethanol scoreboard. Final heat race of the night for your Chat Mobility hobby stocks. Walston and Derek Myers, couple of youngsters on the front row here. Green tires over, looking forward, and pick them up, lay them down. Look at Cody Warner, still the difference. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Cody Warner out there.
And Cody Warner going to take the race lead down into turn number 1. What a start out of that 21 car. Out of turn number 2, he's already trying to build a gap on these guys down the back straightaway. Now Buddy Heitzik, he's making some good momentum. He's going to take over the 3rd spot down the back straightaway over Jared Lund. Scratch that. They're going to go side by side into 3 and 4. Oh, Lund oversteps it just a little bit, slides up into Buddy Heitzik. Everybody tries to keep it clean and green right now. Through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Heitzik will end up taking over that 3rd spot.
David Whedon with a big old shot to the shorts to the 95 of Lund there as he stepped it out. He steps it out again. As here comes Whedon around the outside of him down the back straightaway. Dave Whedon and Jared Lund are side by side. Tom Myers looking to take advantage of the 95 cars. The 95's not getting up to speed like everybody else is. Might be something wrong on the 95 car.
Well, right now it just looks like he can't get his car to turn on corner exit. He is just pushing up the speedway every time he hits the exit of the corner. But back up front, Cody Warner keeping the momentum rolling from last week's feature win. He is already off to about a half straightaway lead over Derek Myers in that 5 car. Now Buddy Heitzik had a nice run off of turn number 2. He's going to close up to the 5 car to about a 3 car gap. But here comes David Whedon and Tom Myers. They have slowly been making their way up through the field. They're already going after Buddy Heitzik. They tried to go 3 wide for a moment out of 4. They back out of it though. Now David Whedon, the Hall of Famer. The 40X going to dive to the inside of Buddy Heitzik. Can't quite get the grip he's looking for. Slides up, has to back out of it, wants to race him clean.
Cody Warner is checked out on this one. He is gone on this one as he's going to look up and pick up another heat race win. This time by 2 laps to go as your battle is on for that 3rd spot between Whedon and Heitzik. Now Tom Myers looking to pull back over that 40X car of Whedon as we enter corner number 1 and 2.
And right now, most of the pack single file, but they're all bunched together through 1 and 2. Cody Warner in his own zip code, gone like yesterday. Down the back straightaway, Derek Myers trying to hold on to that 2nd spot. Each car about spread out by a 1 car gap as your race leader takes the white flag, 1 lap to go. A big group of cars. Now Buddy Heitzik is closed up to the tail of Derek Myers. He holds to his inside. You have got a battle for 2nd down into turn number 1. Myers has the preferred group through the middle of the speedway, and that will allow him to pull back out to that solo 2nd place as now Tom Myers looking to the inside of Whedon.
Derek Myers with a power motor there. He says not so fast, but off the corner, picking up the heat race win. It's going to go to the 21 car of Cody Warner. 2nd place off the corner is going to go to the 5 car of Derek Myers. 3rd and 16 of Buddy Heitzik. 4th to the 3X of Dave Whedon. And 5th goes to the 7 car of Tom Myers. Your cars and head to turn 4 gate, please. And all Hall of Fame families, get your group gathered up and head down to the front straightaway gate here.
All right, heat race number 1 for your ground pounders, the Poet Biorefining Modifieds. Going to be seeing some flying laps out of these guys. A lot of them have these big open motors. Starting on the pole in the 29 car, it'll be Monty Moston on his outside. The 38X in that beautiful car, it is Craig Garner.
Insider number 2, got it right here in Corning, Iowa, the 0 car of Tony Hardesty. And to his outside, the 70 car, it's Chubbs, Jesse Dennis.
On the inside of road number 3, it's the 10J of Josh Cooper on his outside, picking up a feature win last week. It's the 38 of Brad Bergeron.
Inside of row number 4, it's the 13F of Troy Fudge. And to his outside, the 4 Junior, it's Tyler Fudge. All right, looking at working that top side, and I'm going to guess during track prep, we're going to do a little bit of grading. Hopefully get that shelf knocked down so we can get this track whitened out.
I'll tell you what, there is some menacing looking clouds around us right now, but everything missing us, thank God.
It's them windmills, man, I'm telling you. I'm a superstition.
Yeah,
superstition.
what does the Iowa government turn them on in the morning?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Telling you.
Believe it or not, they actually do have a motor in them to get them up to speed when there's not enough wind to do so, but they're trying to blow us away.
All right, front row is Moston Garner.
Excited to see some lap times in this one. So you got 8 cars, 6 laps. Nice slow pace here in the 3 and 4. Monty Most looking for the green flag and the green tire, and we are racing for heat race number 1 here in modified. Dennis trying to go to the inside of Garner down into turn number 1. Garner will take the race lead, but he picks up a bad push. Look at Brad Bergeron almost from the tail, already up to second. Oh, there's lots of contact going on. We have a hood flying down the back straightaway. Oh man,
That was carnage, race fans.
some carnage.
The 38 car, Brad Bergeron, shot out of the cannon down the back straightaway. Once he got in that thing, man. Good Lord.
I just got a report from the 58 pit of Hunter Poston, holes in the pan. So unfortunately an engine gone in the 58 machine. So he will be done for tonight.
Hopefully they have another one.
Yeah, and unfortunately he just bought that engine too. I think this was
Was it
about
used?
the 3rd night. I don't believe so. So unfortunately just one of those
Is it
darn
under-
luck
Is
situations.
it under warranty?
Yeah.
3 nights on an open motor, I'd be wanting my warranty.
Well, it's a crate.
Oh, it's a crate? I'd still be wanting a warranty. You needed a, when you go, we need to make a business, we need to make a motor business, and we'll be the financiers, and we'll give you a 12 race drivetrain, and then we'll give you an 18 race, anything else like mechanical, but the drivetrain's 12 race warranty. What do you think? We'll call it Dirt Track Credit Union. What do you think?
I think I'm good. I don't know if I want to play with my money like that.
12 race drivetrain warranty.
I gotta have money to loan out first.
No, it won't be money. It won't be money we'll loan out. We'll loan out I'm sorry cards to everybody.
Gotta give a quick shout out real quick. Tyler Schaefer back home watching on YouTube right now. He's giving me some crap in the Snapchat group chat.
Doesn't
As
have any-
always.
there isn't any. There's one BHE down here. Does he work on Austin Paul's car?
Yes, he did. He was part of when he had that bad crash there on night 3, I believe it was. Tyler was a part of the crew that got that fixed up for him. So he does a little bit of everything. I enjoy listening to
I
the
believe
stories
that's
that
the
he
only
tells.
BHE down here. I believe so.
I believe you're right. BHE came home 3rd in the Clash of the Creek at 141 this week. Johnny Hitman Whitman picked up his 2nd. Actually, I believe it was his 3rd $10,000 payday. Unfortunately, didn't jump in the pond. I can tell you what, if I won $10,000, I would be belly flopping in the
It should be a
pond.
requirement. They should make it a requirement that if you don't jump in the pond, it's you only get half your paycheck.
Yeah, my buddy Gabe Zellner over at 141 Speedway got his first B-Mod feature win, and yeah, he went for a massive belly flop into the pond. So, but the green light, or excuse me, the yellow light is out. We're about to go green flag racing. Got all the debris picked up on the speedway.
Jacques Debris is gone. Down there in the Just to see what happens here as we're entering corner number 1 and 2 as these cars are flying on this heavy racetrack. Here comes Josh Cooper to the inside, battles on for the race lead.
Josh Cooper got the good start that time. Brad Bergeron in last right now. What a difference in restarts on this one. Now Tony Hardesty trying to keep Josh Cooper locked down at the bottom of the speedway. He'll take the race lead back down the front straightaway. Brad Bergeron, man, what a tough break for him. He is still in last place right now, trying to work his way around Fudge and Most. Down the back straightaway though, Tony Hardesty, I believe there is an open motor in that car. He is letting her eat down the back straightaway.
Into corner number 3 and 4, Tony Hardesty is ripping this thing down the front straightaway. Josh Cooper in second. Jesse Edison, that 4 car runs fourth. Now, Hardesty diamonds off the corner. Jesse Edison slides up the hill, giant push. There's something wrong with that 4 car, Tyler Fudge.
Oh, your race leader, he hits a rut and it about stopped his car in turn number 3, but he will still hang on to the race lead. A little bit of a mistake there out of the 0 car. Down to the 1 and 2. He goes to the high side. Cooper poking his nose to the inside. Look at this run out of the 0 car. Looks like a night after Taco Bell down the back straightaway.
Into 3 and 4. Off the corner of the 0 car of Hardesty. He is all over the place. Here comes the 70 car of Jesse Dennis now. These 604 crate motors are trying to keep up with the open motor of Tony Hardesty. In corner number 1 and 2, couple skyrockets pushing up the hill. Down the back straightaway. 2 to go on this one.
And these two battling has allowed Tony Hardesty to get back out to a solid race lead as they make their way through 3 and 4, still side by side between Cooper and Dennis. Out of 4, Cooper with the momentum out of the middle. Your race leader, Tony Hardesty, takes the white flag. 1 lap to go to settle it for second place here. Now Brad Bergeron, he has slowly been picking them off a little bit of time at a time down the back straightaway, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to make it to him.
Man, I'll tell you what, those precision cars that Denny Anchorage builds are so fast, but off the corner, picking up the heat race win goes to the 0 car, Tony Hardesty. Second goes to the 10J of Josh Cooper. Third to the 70 car, Jesse Ennis. Fourth to the 38X of Ryan Bergeron. And fifth goes to the 13F of Troy Fudge. Race fans give him a hand right here in Corning. Picking up the heat race win, Tony Hardesty. Heat race number 2. Final heat race of the night here. For your Poet Bauer finding A modifieds on the pole. He hails out of Nottoway, Iowa, the 88 of Hayden Johnston. And on his outside, out of Reading, Iowa, the 37 car, it's Allison Davidson.
Inside row number 2 will be the 11F of Colton Garside, and on the outside of him, it's his teammate, the Candyman, the 36T of Jeff Wiggins. Inside row number 3, it is your reigning B-Mod track champion. It is the A5 of Austin Paul, and on the outside of him, the 32 of Dave Carlisle, and sitting shotgun on the field, it is the 3C of Andrew Clark. So you have 7 cars for 6 laps here. Looking for another entertaining race here out of these A modifieds.
Hayden Johnston and Allison Davidson bringing this to the green flag off.
Man, I believe Jeff Wiggins was giving Allison Davidson a big push down the front straightaway, as now she's going to pull to the outside of Hayden Johnson down the back straightaway. They are side by side for the race lead. Jeff Wiggins nowhere to go. He's just hanging out behind him. 3 and 4, the 37 will take the race lead. Allison Davidson, new race leader out of turn number 4, is now Jeff Wiggins. Going to dive down to the inside of Hayden Johnson. Give him second, that time across the line.
The Candyman now looking for more as he's going to rotate right through the center of the speedway. Allison Davidson gets a good run though off the corner. Jeff Wiggins second, Hayden Johnston third, Austin Paul and Colton Garside rounding out that top 5. In the corner number 3 and 4, Hayden Johnston pushes up the hill. Austin Paul right underneath him for that 4th position now. Battles on for the race lead. Here comes the 316 and Jeff Wiggins.
Oh man, Jeff Wiggins came in right on the tail of Allison Davidson, had to back out just a little bit in that 36T. Now Austin Paul in that A5 car. Down the back straightaway to third, and he is making a run right now. He could be the fastest car on the Speedway, but back up front, Davidson still holding off. Jeff Wiggins right now, the Candyman, down in the turn number one. He's going back down low. You see him week in and week out using that bottom side and that raised chassis. Now Austin Paul, look at this run down the back straightaway. He is slowly closing in on your top two. Through 3 and 4, he's working that middle groove, and as I say it, announcers jinx, he hits the ruts and he gets a slow run through 3 and 4.
Great racer on the bottom side of the Speedway. Jeff Wiggins slides up. Austin Paul in that third position. Colton Garside now in that fourth spot around the 88th Johnston. This time by white flag is going to come out one more time around for Allison Davidson.
Yeah, according to live timing, the A5 Austin Paul is the fastest car on the Speedway, but he's not going to have enough time to get there with 1 lap to go. However, Jeff Wiggins still has a chance at it right now. The 37 off of turn number 2 has a nice run. 36T, Jeff Wiggins in her tracks down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. He's going to try to dive it in. Nothing's going to come of it. How about it? Coming off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 2 for your A-Modifieds is Allison Davidson. Jeff Wiggins will come home second. Third will be Austin Paul. Fourth, Colton Garside. And fifth, it is the youngster, Hayden Johnston.
Race fans, give her a hand. She's out of Reading, Iowa. The 37 car, Allison Davidson. All right, race fans, we are now under the intermission here as we're going to do some Hall of Fame stuff. So stay with us here as we're going to go down the front straightaway and do some cool stuff there. And back to racing action as soon as we can. But we're We're getting some pre-pictures going on here, but we are going to get our first group over here. See me over here. We need on the very north end here by the cream. Wayne Laird's group over by the Cadillac. All right. Looks like my dad's down there trying to get stuff organized. He's never been the most organized. All right, Wayne, come on over here. All right. You got to face the crowd, Wayne. You got to give our plaques away here to all of our Hall of Fame members. But Stan is a longtime fan here at the Speedway. He is our first 23 Hall of Fame. Wayne became an ultimate race car fan in the 80s. He started helping at Adams County Speedway parking cars with the sheriff, the fire department. Wayne and his son Jacob here at the Speedway. He has developed friendships with several drivers. Some of his favorite drivers are Paul Glendenning, Jesse Dennis, Tony Hardesty, and Hayden Johnston. Many changes at the track and appreciates all they do to interact with the fans experience. Wayne allowed him and his son to develop over the years as the one thing they look forward to doing together every single Saturday night. The nominating committee and voters for selecting him a member. Race fans, give him a hand. It's your fan appreciation, Wayne Laird. Wayne. Let's switch your papers here. You got another paper for me? I'm going to switch your papers. Who's next? This is the long one. Whoever wrote this is a book writer. All right. I need the Larry Carr family over here, please. Larry Carr family over here, please. Motate on over here. I get the family of Larry Carr. He's got a nice shirt on. It matches mine. All right. Roger Sorensen is going to be down there to present the plaque. Contributor to the ACS Racing Hall of Fame, Larry Carr. It is with great respect and admiration that we induct Larry Carr into the ACS Racing Hall of Fame with an unwavering passion for motorsports that has spanned across decades. Larry's remarkable journey embodies the very essence of dedication and influence. As a young teenager, Larry was captivated by the races at the Adams County Speedway, and at that time, ACS was a flat half-mile horse track featuring a covered grandstand that was notoriously standing room only come Sunday afternoon. As Larry got older, he actively immersed himself into the world of racing, where he eventually found himself working alongside friends and racing enthusiasts Beryl Schmidt, Ernie Stender, Charlie Speaker, Bill Benkin, George Kissel, and Burl Thompson, and Jack McKee on the number 56 Coupe. Well known for sporting the iconic Woody the Woodpecker Thrush Racing decal. Fast forward a few decades and you will find the number 56 driven by Chris Speaker circling the track with a small cigar smoking woodpecker on its side. Dwight Jackson and Doug Downey would help Larry build a 1969 Ford Mustang in the number 156 Super Late model that Larry raced in the early 70s. In 1972, Larry drove a 1956 Chevy for Weldy and Tim Cooney to second place in the Demolition Derby at the Adams County Fair. He later bought a 1973 Sanger Chevelle late model sportsman that he would drive well into the mid-late 70s. At the time, Larry's wife Joan and Cheryl Jackson ran concessions at ACS for 1 year. Joan would continue on to manage the food stands for many years to follow. Saturday nights at the Speedway quickly became a familiar affair as all four of their children, Mark, Dana, Nick, and is it Macy? Mace. Okay, gotcha. All right. He would found working alongside their mother, serving up hot, delicious food candy and soda from the concession stand windows. Beyond Larry's career as a driver and owner, he would go on to join the Adams County Fair Racing Association.